do this install. Where do I start? Right, today, before we start doing the install on the ported manifold and whatnot, I'm going to pick up my brother-in-law just to give me a hand and some company, because it's always better to do stuff with some friends. Anyways, I'm going there right now to pick him up, going for a cruise. You're probably not going to be able to hear too much, but when I turn up here and there's hopefully no one in front of me, I'll do a little bit of a pull for us. I've got it on a mount. I just don't know if I'll be able to get much for us. And there has to be someone in front of me. Of course. Second gear, 40k, go. Done yourself in on the front Honda, mate. We're doing 80 clicks, but you're not going to walk away from that. And apparently these Hondas like to breathe. Well, let's see how much they like to breathe. We've already got a pod filter and a shortened intake, all removing most of the intake piping except for the little short bit that you have seen in my pod filter. We're about to put a ported manifold on there. Manifold and throttle body. I don't quite know how much I've ported it because I forgot to measure it as per usual before starting. So I'll measure this one when I pull it off, and we'll do a comparison. We'll do a little comparison video, see how the difference in it, and then. Yeah, right. Do you think I could remember to do a comparison measurement? Oh, you need to get better at this, dude. We'll wait for some gas to go to dry, which shouldn't take too long at all. And then we'll take it for another rip. And we'll see how that goes. But I'll pick up Jaden and... Oof. Those crackles and pops, mate. Those crackles and pops. Way better? Alright, first thing we're going to do is remove the injectors, which is a couple of 12 mils or 14 mils, and then obviously your injector clips. I took the intake pipe off and all the intake pipe hoses, and taken off the injector clips, like the it's not injector clips, sorry, the leads, injector leads. Undone those bolts. Now Jaden's wiggling the whole rail, injector rail. Alright, we're going to have to pull the injector clips off and pull the top off first. Before we pulled out this intake manifold, we decided to double check that the injectors were the same size, because this is off a K24A1 Honda Accord, and this is obviously a K24z1 CRV. So, but they are the exact same, so with no problems there, we'll continue on. And that's a pain in the ass to get them out, by the way. You got to wiggle the shit out of them. So have fun with that. Just chucking a bit of Vaseline on each one of those seals just to make it easier, and they're a bit dry from, not dry, but kind of from being a bit old. So I'll help them up a bit. Yeah, until you forget to lube up one and you crack it. Alright, so we've separated the two-piece manifold. Realised that there's this black box thing. We don't know what it is. We think it might be a intake silencer, maybe. Not sure yet. So we're going to have to take that bad boy out. Had to take the throttle body off. And to do... also had to... There's a bracket, intake manifold to the bottom of the block. You have to undo that. It's just another 12 mil. I can show you quickly actually because I'm going under here anyways. There's the bracket just right there. Right. What is that, bro? Yeah, subframe. Engine mount goes to it and everything. Yeah, so this definitely ended up being a silencer or whatever. So this is the back of the intake manifold where the throttle body and whatever is. And the back of in behind there, tucked in under, like right in down in there, you got this black box, which was bolted there. We had to remove it to bloody get it out, otherwise we would have had to take the radiator out. But anyways, you undo that, and then it's just got this little hole there that goes into there. This box has no other plugs, hoses, vacuum lines, nothing else on it. It's literally just that box, goes from that hole to that hole. And I presume it's some type of emissions or some type of silencer. I really don't know. And the size difference here in the Planet, way better. I'll put in a photo just to so you can see. It's friggin' mint. Goddamn injector. Bloody O-ring, man. Why did you have to break your bloody O-rings, man? Can I talk like an American pretty good, man? Alrighty. So after a little bit of messing around and whatnot, we ended up getting it done. So you gotta pull your throttle body off. You gotta pull your injectors off, obviously. You gotta pull hoses off, like all these hoses. You gotta pull off this hose, that hose, all your intake hoses, that hose. You gotta pull off your map sensor there, pull out your map sensor and swap that over. And I didn't get to film this because I just forgot to film it. My GoPro went flat and yeah, forgot to get a quick vid and steps. But to undo the first half, you have to split the intake manifolds, by the way, to get them off. So to undo the first half is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts. You can see it down there. Right, that undoes the front half of the intake manifold. You remove that, as I said, remove the throttle body, and then remove that silencer thing if you're doing it on a CRV. Saves pulling out any fans or anything. Once you've done that, you're gonna have all the front intake manifold, the ones that connect to the block or the head. Sorry, you've got one there, and then one below it. Like they're all on like a weird angle. I can show you on this. Oop. So yeah, it's like 1, 2, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, if you can kind of see how they've done that, they're all kind of opposite. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the way they've designed it, you can't actually get your hands down in here to get these ones without separating the manifold. Underneath, there's like a coolant hose that goes to here, because I presume coolant runs through here, goes up through here, and runs all on the top of the manifold here, and that's how heat helps keep the manifold cool. To be honest, I feel like that's a very silly design, because I feel it's just going to heat the manifold up, if anything. But yeah. And yeah, to get that black box off, it was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts holding that together. And once you've separated this front piece from the other bit, you just have to kind of jimmy it around to the top ones you can get from there, and then we twisted it up and around like that, and then Jade managed to get his hand down in there and undo those ones for us. Yeah, all 12 mils, by the way. Everything's like a 12 mil, all a 12 mil job basically. I think there was one 14mm somewhere. But yeah, it's all 12s. And yeah, that's about it. Last night we ran into a bit of an issue. I kinked and split one of the injector O-rings on injector 3. So yeah, that was leaking lots and lots of fuel. So there was a bit of a difference. The throttle body, you've got these two hoses here. There's like coolant runs through them. I'm guessing keeps the throttle body a bit cool, like the sensor and whatnot. The difference between the Z1 and the A1 is this one here is here on the A1, but this one is down here. So it's just a little bit different. I just had to use a bit of a longer hose for that. What else? So I just used some bit of gasket glue as well on all of it. And got some Loctite SL598 gasket glue, oil resistant, 500 something degrees Celsius. Slap that on everything. Throttle body, the in between here, in between there. So last night when I started it up, I didn't realise the injector was leaking, and it was just pouring out white smoke. So fingers crossed that's what the issue was. I can't see anything else being different, because the only thing is it's just got a bigger intake, so it should be fine. So yeah, long story short, I decided to do this on a Saturday afternoon. It's now Sunday, and nothing's open, so I can't actually get an injector O-ring today. So we're carless. Apparently, got no car because Land Cruiser's popped past steering box and leaked a lot of oil. So yeah, she's not drivable. We'll need to rebuild that as well. Fucking good job, mate. Good job. Yeah, so I don't know what I was gonna do now. We'll just leave her, let her sit and rest. Think about this new intake manifold for the night, day, 2 nights. Man, why does this always have to happen to me? Alright, got some O-rings. Chuck that rail back in. Now plug all these back on. Put the battery back in. Chuck these hose on. And we'll see how she goes. Alright, let's see how she goes. Fuse in? Fuse is in, yep. Should have just primed up. Yeah, you're right. Should be right. Sweet. Not smoking like we were. You beauty. Nice. Shut up. That's why I need to get those lightweight pulleys. Look at this smoke, you can smell it. It's fucking rich, yeah. It always does, bro. Yeah, and then if it sits here idling, it just gets richer and richer and richer. Because if just probably the fuel, because even if like say we go to the servo to get a drink or something, bro, and I leave it running, as soon as you blimp the accelerator after leaving it running, it just fucking goes bang. Well, after all that, all went well. She drove nicely. I'm not 100% sure if it's a noticeable difference. I couldn't even really hear any difference from my perspective, but you guys let me know what you think, and Yeah, and I'll let you know if there's any check engine lights or anything that come up over the next couple of days. There's nothing so far. I took for a little bit of a drive. Yeah. Cheers for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. 40k, go.